Hi and welcome to this Scorpio reading for March 2024. This is a reading for all Scorpio placements and also for all Scorpio identifying people, and also for all the people who are just drawn to this title and they're like, oh, this sounds like I want to watch it and it might have some insight, entertainment, fun, or answers for me. Let's see what these cards want to say. First part of the reading, as always, is a general energy. Second part will be a relationship situation. Okay. Oh. Nine of Swords in the reverse. Well, it seems like you stop in March. You stop sweating the small stuff. With the Nine of Swords in the reverse, we kind of get a handle on our fears, anxieties, thoughts that are overpowering, and we are practicing detachment from controlling thoughts. That's a good thing, and that's more than necessary, because once we're in the Nine of Swords, we do have a little bit of a problem. So if it's in the reverse, when it's in the reverse, that's a good indication that you're getting a handle on things when it comes to your mental energy, mental health things maybe as well. Ace of Wands in the reverse. Well, it seems like there's something that didn't go as planned, or maybe you are trying to find a new way forward and it's a little hard to really see how to initiate it. Maybe there is something that you want but you cannot for some reason not get it, or you feel a little uninspired to move into a direction with the Ace of Wands in the reverse. As I said, I think you're just not letting your thoughts overpower you through the situation or in this situation, even though there might be a little bit of a lack of inspiration at this time. Ace of Swords. Well, that's beautiful, because in the course of this time, or in this row here, you will gain clarity about how to move forward, and you will have the idea. You will most definitely, through, I think, turning down that noise in your head and practicing that detachment from all these speeding, thoughts. When we get into this speeding mode, the more you, I think, turn down the speed, the more clear the way forward will become with the Ace of Swords. The Ace of Swords is a brilliant new idea, new inspiration, especially in your mind, an aha moment, a eureka moment, also a moment where we are really inspired to communicate, to bring our ideas outward, to have clarity and to have more insight into where we want to go. Maybe you want to learn a new thing, maybe you want to study a new thing. This could also be the Ace of Swords. When you're dealing with the Nine of Swords in the reverse, it could be a good idea to really keep your mind busy by studying, reading, gathering information, because our mind has like a mode where it isn't necessarily capable sometimes of stepping out of that speed. And for me personally, reading really helps me. I'm not sure if you're a big reader, but reading really helps me, because you have to focus and you have to still you're stimulating your mind because you're getting information. So this could be quite helpful, and it could really help also redirect your mind. If you're getting good information from a book or from, it can be fictional or non-fictional, it can help you maybe guide your mind into new patterns out of self-destructive patterns. All right, bottom of the deck. Ooh, Death card. That's your card, Scorpio. Don't freak out. This is good. This is good because this is a deeper process. You're also in your power. I love that it's coming out. Oh, two knights. Wow. With two knights here even. The Knight of Cups. The Knight of Cups is very similar to the Scorpio card, because the cups also are water energy and they look very similar, as you can see. So it's also a very graceful white horse on this card. and they kind of have the same pace. So it is about an emotional release also with the Death card. The Knight of Cups, it looks like she is really carrying what she's learned through that deeper transformation forward, and uses it to her advantage as a tool, as something she has to offer to the world, this cup. And then there's the Knight of Wands, which is another knight that is bringing maybe the lack of inspiration that was not there in the beginning of the month or at the beginning of this time, and is reigniting that fire through a little bit of a deeper emotional contemplation, I want to say. Nice. Yeah, doing the work. Scorpio is just like, this is inevitable. The Death card is inevitable. So let's see what this could bring for relationships or mean. This could be any relationship, doesn't have to be a love relationship or a romantic relationship, can be a friendship, a business thing, a colleague, a family member, even kids, if you have any. This other person, Ace of Swords, well, somebody is really communicating the truth here, or wants to be very clear and transparent about things, sees a new way of also maybe communicating with you. Maybe you have a new person. I mean, it seems like you are agreeing, because we have two Ace of Swords here. This is such a weird Ace of Swords, I think, in this deck, because it kind of looks like an Ace of Pentacles to me. I always want to say it's an Ace of Pentacles, but it's not. But it's really also bringing out this clarity through going deeper within your mind, especially. So there might be a person who is just really projecting the truth outwards without saying much. It could be non-verbal communication as well, but normally Ace of Swords is also communication. So it could be that a person is communicating towards you, and they're standing in their truth, and they're standing in their clarity, and they're being very, maybe a little unemotional, but very clear to the point. Eight of Swords. It seems like for some reason you're having a hard time receiving that right now, because you're in your own, you're just stepping down from the Nine of Swords to the Eight of Swords, which makes a lot of sense. We have an Eight of Swords here. So coming out of the Nine of Swords, it takes a little bit to eventually come to a more calmer place in our mind, or we still, even though we are not obsessive in our thoughts, we still might feel like there is something holding us back in our way of thinking, or we cannot figure our way out, even though it just doesn't bother us too much anymore. So it seems like in this combination that even though a person is very clear with you, you might not be seeing their truth as your truth or something. Maybe you're not sharing it, or you just don't, you're so in your own thought pattern that you just don't agree. Maybe could, you know, truth is very subjective sometimes, but it still seems like by the end of this phase you kind of share their perception, because it's two Aces of Swords and they are overlapping here also in this reading. It could be also a realization that you have been trapped in your own thoughts for some time. The Hermit in the reverse. What I want to say is, with the Hermit in the reverse, knowledge is not wisdom. Because even though there might be a lot of smart ideas even from a person and clear communication, just because we know a lot of things and just because we understand a lot of things doesn't mean that we are wise, you know. Just because we have a lot of knowledge of facts and how things have presented themselves in a timeline, or we have things written down, or we have receipts or whatever. It doesn't mean that we have the inner, deeper knowledge on how to move forward with this. And it seems like both of you don't, but at the same time, there is a need for this reflection through the other person. It's very strange. I don't know what's going on here. Scorpio, I don't get it. I just don't understand. Let's see. Oh, this other person is in a healing phase though. They are trying to keep things balanced, not get into extremes. Could be dealing with Sagittarius. And they're trying to come from a fair, even, and healthy, I want to say, place, graceful place. And you're in the moon. Okay, for you, this is stirring up maybe deeper layers where you're not having access to what's actually going on within you, and that might be why it's hard to receive their energy or information. Because for you, there's a lot of, there might be a lot of a feeling of, wow, what's going on? I don't understand what's going on. Why are things happening the way they're happening? I kind of don't, it's bringing up all these intense emotions, but I cannot really, and I cannot really rationalize them, or I don't know what they mean, or it's stirring up a much deeper layer within me that I don't have integrated yet, or that's a little scary even, or I don't want to go that deep. All these things, you know. Eight of Wands in the reverse. Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't force communication. I wouldn't try to force movement and communication with a person right now. I don't think this is the time where you get a lot of this other person is in their clarity, but you might not agree, you know. You might not be on their page, at least not right away. I think there will be a moment where you go through, it could be a dark night of the soul, kind of diving deep into shadowy layers, where you come out on the other side with the Death card and this Ace of Swords. It's like, oh, now I get it. Okay, I see. I see what's going on here, or I see what's going on within me. And I actually can see where this person is coming from. It doesn't mean like we agree with the person, but we can see where they're coming from, and we kind of share that maybe and move forward with that truth. Okay, intense as always. I'm not surprised. So, one Crowley card. I'm really having a hard time looking into the camera. First of all, there's a lot of light. Just in case you were wondering, there's a lot of light coming into my face and my eyes, and it's kind of uncomfortable. But I know I should, for the YouTube, you know, just be more engaging. But if I am constantly looking at the camera, I cannot read the cards, and I'm interpreting the cards. So I try my best, you guys. Thanks. Thank you for listening to my little rant. In March, I'm doing a lot of YouTube rants because I'm upset that my channel is not growing faster. So now it's really time where I'm like, I'm just gonna put it out there. Like, the channel is growing now. Universe. Did you hear that? All right. Six of Pentacles. I like it though. There is this notion that there can be an equaled out situation, and it's also about really asking ourselves, how much do we want to put into, especially in a connection, I think, how much work, and what type of result do we want to have. This is about success. Maybe this also picked up on my energy about the YouTube channel being a success. So maybe you're also working on a project that is completely, you know, separate from this relationship stuff, that also keeps your mind busy, and where you're like, oh, now I understand what I need to do to have a little more success coming in with this project or with this business or with this endeavor or with this investment. Nice. And then we also pull one oracle card. Oh, okay, if you have a specific question that is unclear, and yeah, we do have this sense of not being clear about situations, tomorrow you'll know. So tomorrow I think we should see it as more like a symbolical thing, like there will be a point in the near future where you will have the clarity. So this card says tomorrow you will know. When you wake up, you will know what to do. This is a German card. I do have a German speaking channel as well. If you speak German and want to follow my German content, please do. In the description box you find the link. It's also readings. It's additional readings, not the same readings, it's additional ones. So if you want more readings in another language, then check out this channel. Also, thank you for being here. This was your reading. Please check out the description box. Check out all the ways that you can support this channel. Most importantly, please consider subscribing to this channel, because I have been saying this in most of the videos and I will say it again. I have been on this place called the YouTube for over 6 years. Can you believe it? I do this in German and in English. But, or at the same time, I am an artist and a musician, and that is just very time consuming as well. So I am not able all of the time to just deliver the content in this very, you know, fascist way, where it's like 9 p.m. Thursday morning, weekend reading. You know, it's like it needs to flow, the feelings, the readings need to feel right. I try to be as productive as possible. Right now I have a very productive stretch. If you enjoy these readings and the quality of these readings, please consider subscribing, because my channel needs to be bigger, let's be honest. And yeah, that's all I have to say. So come back next time. Thanks for being here, and have a good one.